In this tutorial, I would like to show you how we can filter a shipping address, in particular a part of shipping address value, which is a postcode, and add additional logic that will allow us to filter postcode with a space and without a space. Mage Mastery is an ultimate learning resource for web developers who want to learn Magento 2 and become professional Magento 2 front-end developers. The wide variety of online courses and workshops allow you to learn Magento 2 on your own pace and study from home. I will post a link below this video so you can check out the Mage Mastery and learn something new about Magento 2. Out of box, Magento does not allow to filter and give same results for similar postcodes like with and without space. And for example, if we will use a shipping address field, and if I will insert a postcode and hit apply filters, it will show me only single result. However, as a merchant, I would like to see not only this one result with postcode, but I also would like to see a result with the space and a second result that I have in my orders grid. As you can see, these are two different orders. And I would like to show you how to do this within a Magento 2 extension. I already created a simple module under appcode pronco postcode directory, and I added two files, registration.php and module.xml. Module XML file has a sequence module from Magento Sales. Since we're going to extend sales functionality, sales extension, it's necessary to provide a sequence for a custom module, pronco postcode, to a Magento Sales. So in this way, I can reuse XML configuration that comes together with Magento Sales module. First of all, I will create a configuration file that is called di.xml. And in this file, I would like to add a type, and name of a type is going to be a Magento framework view element UI component data provider filter pool. So this is a class that is responsible for providing a list or a pool of filters that are used for filtering a data provider or collection for a UI component. And inside I'm going to use arguments, and there is an argument for a filter pool called appliers. And this is an array. And inside I'm going to override an existing applier, which is like, and this is a type of an object. And here I will add my custom implementation of a filter, like filter. I have a typo. So the idea is that once we will start filtering a shipping address field, it will use like applier, and instead of default one that is declared in the XML configuration of Magento Sales module, we are going to provide our own applier. And the name of the class is going to be pronco postcode UI component data provider, and I will call it like filter. Let's go ahead and create this directory structure. So this is going to be UI component, data provider. And inside, let's create a new PHP class like filter. This like filter should implement basically all filters or all custom appliers should implement filter applier interface that is located under Magento Framework View Element UI Component Data Provider directory. And if we will check an interface, there is a method that we have to implement called apply, and it allows us to get access to a collection. So basically this object we're going to modify with our custom logic, and based on the filter which we will use in order to provide some filtering field and value for this collection. If we will open filter applier interface and implementation of this interface, we can see two filters, regular filter and full text filter. A regular filter is something we are going to rely on in order to first of all understand how to write filters. As you can see, this is an example how we can write a like collection filter. And second of all, since we're overriding this filter, regular filter, and this filter is used to provide like functionality, we would have to also have this logic in place just in case we are going to use, or this like filter will be used for more than one field that is a shipping address. So first of all, I will copy this logic from regular filter.php class and insert it here. And this is going to be my default logic. However, we are not going to rely on default logic. We are going to add a condition, and this condition is going to be the following. If our field or filter and name of a field equals shipping address, it means that we can add our custom logic in order to provide additional filters for our collection. What I mean by this, that here once we will hit this condition, add field to filter, we provide a single value from our filters. So for example, whatever I will write here, it will appear as a filter get value. For our example, we have to provide more than one value, and it means that we will have to call add field to filter in a different way. And if we will check implementation of this method, we will find out that this method allows us to provide OR condition, and it means that if we will provide an array of fields and array of conditions and values, it will use and combine these conditions and use OR statement, so we can filter with space and without space our shipping address field and postcode in particular. So here I will have to provide a postcode condition that I'm going to create a private method, and let's go ahead and create this private method. Private function get postcode condition, and here as an argument we would like to get a filter. Here I would like to get postcodes, more than one postcode, get postcode values. I will pass filter get value into another method, and this method should return me one or two postcodes. And I'm going to prepare a result based on a returned list of postcodes. I'm going to for each a postcode, all postcodes, and I will have to prepare this result based on a unique key of a result collection, and I will have to prepare a condition similar to this condition, filter get condition type, filter get value. So here I have to provide an array, and inside I will use get condition type equals sprint f, and here I have to escape a string or a value. And I return a result back. Alright, so this is a get condition implementation. Let's move on and implement get postcode values. So the idea is that it should return a list of postcodes. And for this we are going to pass a postcode. Since we are passing a value, we expect that this is a postcode, or it could be any other value that can be used as a filter for shipping address. However, for this example, we will assume that we provide a postcode value, so we can use it and filter it. So first of all, I will use a preg replace function, and with the help of this function I'm going to provide a pattern that can be used in order to filter a postcode. And basically we will remove everything except capital AZ, lowercase az, and 0 to 9 digits, and all other stuff is going to be replaced with empty string. And in this way we can remove space in case we will provide space. So this is a clean version of a postcode, and we are going to assign it as a result. Basically we can return this result here. However, this is a first value we should prepare, and the second value is each and every United Kingdom postcode has its own length, whether 5, 6 or 7 digits or characters. That's why we cleaned all spaces from here, so we can check with the help of strlen PHP function and see if it's a postcode with 5 characters. We are going to add a space, and in order to add a space, we have to use a substring. So we're going to substring first 3 characters from a clean postcode, a postcode without a space, and then we will add a space, and we will attach a second part of our postcode. That's going to be a result. So this is an implementation for 5 characters postcode. And similar for 6 and 7, we will check if the size is 6. I will copy it. And we'll replace and 7. So first 4 characters, then space, and then last 2. And this postcode can be assigned as a second postcode, which we are going to return as a list of postcode values. So we return this list, then we go through all postcodes, we prepare a condition with unique key, so it's going to be key underscore 1 or 0 and key underscore 1. And it will return a list of postcode conditions back to our apply method. The other thing we have to do here is we have to call a collection, add field to filter, and here obviously since we have a custom condition, it's not a simple condition, it's array of conditions. We have to prepare a field because we cannot pass just field get field. We have to prepare this custom field based on a filter and postcode condition. And here as a second argument we have to pass our postcode condition which we've prepared previously. So let's implement this get postcode field. Here we have filter as a first argument and condition as a second argument. And implementation is the following. We will prepare a result array as a field, and we will go through all keys of our condition. If you remember, we have 2 keys, key 0 and key 1. And for each key, we are going to assign this key to our result and filter get field. So in this way, we will have key 0, field name is shipping address, and key 1, field name is shipping address. In this way, add field to filter method can understand that there are more than one conditions for a same field, and it will use OR condition. And we have to return result back. That's kind of it. Let me move this condition and use a private method is shipping address field. and I will return it as a result. Alright, so the logic is the following. We will check that this is the field we would like to filter. If it's shipping address, then we will prepare a list of 2 postcode conditions and 2 postcode fields. If it's not a shipping address, we will fall back to a default implementation of a like filter. Let's go ahead and clean cache by running bin magenta cache clean command. I probably have a typo from a PHP Storm after completion. And as you can see, when I typed postcode without a space, it showed me 2 results, 2 orders, without a space and with space. And if I will, let's say, add a space here and will apply filter, the result is the same because our implementation trims all spaces and then adds a space in a correct way, and it filters and shows 2 orders instead of 1. I hope you liked this tutorial. Hit subscribe button so I will see that you enjoy my tutorials, and I will do my best to create more such videos, tutorials, so you can become a better Magento 2 developer.